can you talk about the differences between the security protocol in NYC versus Pleasantville, and why it's a bit more stringent in Manhattan?
Simple. It's a very simple question. It's a good question, actually. In New York City, the way the buildings are designed, you have to walk through a security post to get into the building.
Right.
So it's easier for us to require people to have their IDs. Up here in Westchester, you have multiple buildings on campus. I don't have a security officer in every building in New York. In just Pleasantville alone, there's about 50 to 60 buildings on campus. Small buildings, big buildings. So it's just it's the way it's designed. It's called security through environmental design, meaning how it's designed. And with the new buildings that we put up down in the city, I don't know if you reside on campus.
Yeah.
What building you in?
Beekman. I'm in the
You're in Beekman. So
yeah.
you have to walk through. We designed it
Yeah.
that way to walk through, and you have the turnstiles, and you have the guard posted there. And at night, you have to walk by the guard, because when you show your ID card, your picture shows up on a screen in front of the guard to make sure you're not passing the ID to somebody. These are all things that we were able to implement through design when we built the building through the architecture. And it's just a matter of just cost. After a while, we don't have enough security for all these buildings. If I focus on this building alone, just with the two entrances, there's actually three entrances to this building now. So I'd have to have 3 guards stationed. We're on the side door here, the front door, or the side door going out by the tennis courts. And if you focus in on locking those doors and making everybody come through one entrance like you do in New York City,
Yeah.
everybody would just walk through the door and they'd be propping it open and things on those lines. So, and it's just really, you're in a busy section of New York City compared to Westchester County.
So kind of going off of that, you would say that the New York City security is stricter than Pleasantville?
Yes. It's just easier to be stricter because you require people to have their IDs, and if they don't have their IDs, little validation stickers you get every year, the different colors, it says something about 16, 17, I don't know what color it is this year. I think it's purple, maybe.
I don't
Yeah,
put it
because
on.
you don't put it on because you don't go to the Westchester, but that's how we identify who belongs on campus, and every year we do staff stickers for the staff for that year as well.
So as a hypothetical, what's to prevent a gunman from entering one of these Pleasantville houses that are no security officers?
The same, there is nothing that can prevent them from walking in. Just like in New York City, we're not armed. We're not armed. If a gunman walks onto any building and they have an intentions of going in and doing harm, you hate bringing up Sandy Hook, but Sandy Hook had locked doors, cameras, and all that other stuff, and the gunman still got into the building. They actually had a armed police officer in the building. There's nothing that's going to prevent them from coming on campus.
So just going off that, what plan do you have in place to combat that?
In Westchester?
Yeah.
We have a mutual aid agreement with the Mount Pleasant Police. They are our first responders on campus. We do active training with them on campus. They do active shooter scenarios, usually during the summer. They'll go through our buildings. They've used our gym, they've used our classroom buildings, and they've actually used this building and our residence halls. And what happens is the first call would go 911, Mount Pleasant Police, and the locals, probably Pleasantville, Tarrytown, in the smaller communities around here. On any given tour, there may be only 2 or 3 police vehicles running, usually with one guy in a car, one guy or girl in a car. So what they would put out is a mutual aid to the surrounding communities. And I've been involved in one mutual aid here. It wasn't on campus, it was off campus. It was a shooting several years ago in town, and there was 50 different departments showed up. Quite impressive, actually. But being that it's a Westchester campus and it's more of an open community, we just don't have the resources to tie down the campus. Yes.
I know you said the reported sexual offenses rose because of the clarity that certain acts provided.
Mm-hmm.
Now, does that